Presenting The Demons of Aphid City. Amazing adventures from the mysterious streets of the city called Aphid. The Humbertico Hotel, ensconced on the corner of Wicker and 6th. A grand fortress of bygone masonry, 13 stories tall. The top 2 floors, the private quarters of the building's owner, Elsa Tredtember. From here, she wages a clandestine war against the aggressive auspices of the Cataclysmic Dictum. She, along with her loyal Nanik named Zazot, are the Aphid City Demons. Elsa, having been umbelized some time ago, had no physical existence, but occupied a world of circuitry and gadgets. This condition, with which she has an uneasy relationship, has granted her freedoms no flesh and blood venison could imagine. It allows her to have eyes and ears all across Aphid City, allows her to gather information on the machinations of the CD, and stay one step ahead. These freedoms are not without their price, however, and Elsa is relegated to a realm of wire, a world of electrons. And she's only free as long as the power flows. On the night of Tredtember 3rd, the power ceased flowing. Without warning, the Humbertico shielded penthouse went dark. Elsa found herself imprisoned in a communications terminal in a storage room on the 13th floor.
Oh, the dreck. The power's out. The interference field, I don't feel it. This wireless terminal has some battery life left, but it won't last all night. The CD. It's the CD. I just know it. Zazot. Zazot, can you hear me? Zazot.
Elsa Tredtember. I am here. We appear to have lost backup power, as well. Which comm nodes do you have access to?
This is it, I believe, Zazot. I felt a pulse at the hub and instinctively beamed myself to the nearest terminal. So, we have no backup power?
No. The generators must have been affected, as well.
The outage is citywide?
It appears so.
I knew I should have put more effort into tapping the power of the improbable obelisk.
Do not punish yourself, Elsa Tredtember. Your efforts are great and many. And as you mentioned the IO.
Yes? What is it, Zazot?
My initial reaction when the power was lost was to check the library monitors. None were functional, but a number still held the readouts they had produced at the moment of blackout. One told of an obvious and massive surge, which appears to have originated at the improbable obelisk.
What are the chances it's a CD plot? We know they're aware of the IO, and we've been waiting for them to make a move on it.
To our knowledge, the CD knows as much about it as we do. Which is to say, very little. And the readout suggests the surge emanated from the obelisk itself.
Maybe the CD didn't cause it. But they'll certainly be sending operatives to investigate.
It will probably distract them from investigating the Humbertico and its lack of interference field.
Always a bright sider, Zazot. But I'm in no condition to confront them, either way. Can you get us to Glassbead Market?
That is 13 city blocks. I have been derelict in my duties and neglected to charge my electro-velocity.
I've been derelict, as well. Complacent. We'll have to catch a cab. If Aphid City hasn't gone mad.
There is instructor activity. I have heard the sirens. With all compunodes down, I will have to assess the situation from the street.
There's no time for reconnoiter. We'll both go. Take this terminal. Grab some extra dry cells.
I know better than to argue with you.
Right ho. How are you fixed for power?
13 days, 8 hours, 5 minutes.
Good. Let's get moving.
race against time, a race against the omnipresent Cataclysmic Dictum. Zazot affixed Elsa's terminal to their chest and acquired new batteries. Then our heroes exited the Humbertico by way of an alley door. Aphid City was quiet, unnervingly quiet, save for the roaming instructors.
I am moving in the direction of Wicker Street.
There should be sufficient moonlight. Keep any lights off. Use your enhanced optics. Keep to the shadows. The tours might be jumpy.
I will acquire a vehicle for us. One way or another.
I appreciate the enthusiasm, but don't do anything to draw attention.
I will function discreetly.
Right ho. I do know your one way or another game sometimes go a little lopsided.
Headlights. Something is. Hold on now.
What's happening, Zazot?
A cab just entered the alley. Rather violently. It is being driven by an ex-mite.
Nix-mites don't drive cabs.
He's attempting to reverse. Hold. Stop. I will render this auto about you if I must.
Hey, wait a second, Manic.
Ex-mite, I am in the backseat of your cab like a proper passenger. I have no idea how an ex-mite can physically operate a vehicle, but I wish to engage your...
No. I'm out of service. I'm not taking passengers. I gotta go.
Nix-mite. Just as Aphid City is now in distress, so are we. We have information about this power outage.
Watcha. What is that, Manic? What is that on your chest?
None of your concern. Now, drive or vacate your position and I will drive. I am willing to vacate the position for you.
Take it easy, Zazot.
Crazy Manic. And what's your thing? No respect. I gotta go. Gotta go.
I see now that an ex-mite cannot physically operate a vehicle. Stop. I will drive it.
So much for not drawing attention.
We are headed for Construct Street. If this ex-mite doesn't grind us into the alley walls, I am removing you and placing you on the seat.
What are you planning?
At this rate of speed, I am certain I must intervene. Ha.
Hey, Manic. Get off me. I just would've... Get out of the way. My cab. Got it. Not in service. I got everything under control.
You do not. No. We have lost speed. I can maneuver us into this light pole and stop or forward.
Watcha! You wash-brained Manic. You put us on the sidewalk. You're in trouble. I gotta go.
Hold it. Stand still.
The instructors have found us.
Tours. Let me talk to them, Zazot.
I will get you to Glass Bead Market.
No. Zazot. Wait.
Alright, Manic. Any sudden moves and you will be shot.
Instructors. I have access to information that may shed some light on the power failure.
Is that supposed to be funny?
This ex-mite was taking me to meet a source when he suffered a seizure.
What?
Nix-mites don't drive cabs.
Look, alright. This is bad. We just need to... If we could just watch... I forgot this whole thing before it gets worse.
And how's it gonna get worse, vermin?
And then it did. trunk of the cab sprang open and 3 more Nixmites leapt out, screaming as only Nixmites can, and firing poppers. In the hail of fire, the instructors were felled. Zazot defended and dodged, but could not avoid the bursts from the Medusa gun, and collapsed to the pavement. The Nixmites clambered over his still form to grab the driver and hustle him back behind the wheel of the cab.
What you guys do?
Shut up and drive.
Come on, Muffy. We gotta go. We gotta go.
And stay out of the alleys, you goob.
You couldn't find nothing better than a cab? I can't see over the freaking steering wheel.
More stripers are coming.
You can always just shoot them. That'll make things all better.
Shut up and drive. We were free and clear, you goob.
Can't tell north from south. So I turned wrong. You can't just throw a mite in a cab. You're the driver, Muffy.
Get us off this pole and get us out of here.
I'm going.
Nixmite sped the battered cab northward on Construct Street. Elsa, whose terminal had jostled onto the floor of the cab, began to fear that Cataclysmic Dictum would get to the I.O. ahead of her. She had no idea where she was being taken, but knowing her fate was in the hands of a few deranged Nixmites made her wish for the simplicity of a CD plot. Sirens wailed and converged on the horrible scene at Newberry Lofts. Before the patrols could arrive, however, a rag-covered figure and a group of noblins shuffled from the shadows, laid hands on Zazot, and hauled him away. Down Billet's Place and in through the rear door of Gowdry's Lint Cake Takeaway. The cadre jostled Zazot's still form down creaking steps to the shop's basement. There, the old generator was started, and buzzing lights turned on, and the Raggedy Wraith set to inspecting the inoperable Nanik. The Noblins filed back up the steps. The spatter-pat of their footfalls gave way to haranguing human voices. The Raggedy Wraith quickly killed the lights and swept upstairs, and found, just at the back door threshold, 2 Tors and a wild-eyed Miggy Pestris.
She brought something in here. I saw it. A body or something. I keep telling you.
Noted and archived. By authority of CD Directive 734, the instructors will now search your establishment. But prior to this action, I am duty-bound to inform you that a witness has accused you of removing evidence from a crime scene, and to allow you to make a statement concerning said accusation. I will also add, before entering the premises, that my partner and I are very afraid.
She doesn't talk. She never does. Just stands there like...
Noted and archived. The Noblins may go. We will begin in the basement. You, go down ahead of us, turn on the lights. Any sudden moves, and you will be shot.
Yes, that's it. Check the basement.
Table, tools, barely functional generator. I see no body.
I know what I saw. Search the rest of the place.
Go back to your home, enrollee. Should you interfere with instructor duties, you will be shot. Silent One, we will continue with the remainder of the premises. You will go ahead, wait, leave the lights.
Raggedy Wraith turned the lights out, then back on, and the Tors, like Zazot, were simply no longer there. Then the Wraith swept back upstairs to close and lock the back door against any further disturbances. A dire night in Aphid City, and the daemons helpless. What fate might befall Elsa at the hands of the criminal Nixmites? Is Zazot truly finished as well as vanished? And what are the questions surrounding the mysterious artifact known as Improbable Obelisk? Keep your eyes and ears open, and follow our hero's story. Coming soon, the next installment of the Daemons of Aphid City.